What's going on, brother? I've been failing at YouTube for 5 years. I started in 2021 when I was around 18, 19, because it was my childhood dream to be in front of a camera and recording videos and doing filmmaking essentially. When I was around 14 or 15 years old, maybe even younger than that, me and my brother at the time, we had a Minecraft Let's Play YouTube channel. It was like Minecraft 1.2.5, 1.3.6, like it was way, way back then. That was our first attempt at creating videos and running a YouTube channel. A couple years later, I started to record my PlayStation 4 gameplay because at the time, PlayStation 4, you could plug in a mic and you could record from the PlayStation itself any game that you were playing. So we recorded I think it was Black Ops 3, The Last of Us, Tekken, and Destiny 2, I think. No, Destiny 1. This was around 2026, 17 or something. I don't exactly remember. But I've been doing YouTube pretty much my entire life, but it wasn't until 2021 that I actually took it seriously. And like I said, I have been failing constantly, and it's only now that YouTube has become something that's so natural for me, that's so easy to do. I find it so purposeful, and I'm really excited to show up every day regardless of any results. So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how I got to that point. Now the question you might be asking is, does this only apply to YouTube? No. This applies to things like the gym. You've been wanting to go to the gym, you've been wanting to build that aesthetic physique, but you just can't stay consistent. There is a problem with consistency. There is a problem with resistance. For some reason, while for other people, maybe you might have a friend who just goes to the gym for the sake of going to the gym. He doesn't even need to stay disciplined. He doesn't need to use any willpower. For him, it's easy. Now think about like runners. Maybe you hate running and running for you is so hard. Some people are addicted to running. They love running non-stop. Why is it that some people experience little to almost no resistance when doing good habits, while some other people experience a lot of resistance when it comes to doing the things you know you might need to do? For example, that was for me recording videos and building a consistent YouTube channel and actually like taking it seriously and improving my craft over time. For you, it might be going to the gym. For you, it might be trying to socialize, starting that business, getting a career promotion, leveling up and personal mastery in real life. But everything feels hard. The reason why I figured out over 5 years of just constantly battling with this, with everything, like quitting video games, quitting, what's it called? Doom scrolling, right? Starting to stay consistent with my health habits, eating clean, going to the gym, leaning down, recording videos, starting my business, right? All of these things have come through one thing that I've noticed, and that for you guys that have been following me for a while, you already know it's your self-identity. You cannot do any better than what is your self-image. And sometimes when you do, for example, you believe deep down inside, and I used to believe this, I didn't think my videos would ever be good enough. I never thought I was a good speaker. I thought I was just another mediocre self-improver at the time. And although sometimes I would get results, sometimes I'd record a video and I get thousands of views. And I'd be like, oh, this is sick, right? It's finally working. A few days later, I would self-sabotage. And all these negative thoughts about, oh, you know what? You don't deserve it. It's a fluke. It's not going to happen again. It was just chance. It was random. It was luck. You're actually not that good. It was just random. And so I self-sabotaged because my self-image was one of very low confidence. I didn't believe in my value. I didn't believe I was worthy enough to be able to record videos. I thought I was ugly in front of camera. I thought my voice was not good in front of camera and for the thing. And honestly, I didn't believe in what I was doing. I did not believe in what I was doing. So I was at the time, 5 years ago, I started my first YouTube channel, well, my third, dedicated to self-improvement because that's when I got into self-improvement. So I wanted to document my journey on camera live. Now, what would happen is, firstly, I would really struggle with coming up with video ideas, and I would really struggle with talking to the camera exactly like I am today, with like complete flow, eye contact and whatnot. I would struggle with that a lot. I would have to edit and constantly cut my videos and constantly restart my videos. Why? Because I felt anxious. I felt like an imposter. I didn't feel like the person that was watching this video is going to take me seriously. Those are the belief systems I had in my mind. Were they true? Yes, because I believed it. They weren't true objectively. There are millions of other people out there that would have resonated with that old version of me, but unfortunately, I shut my own self down. So guys, the first lesson there is stop shutting yourself down. Now, how? How do I stop this negative thought? How do I actually turn these negative thoughts that I constantly get about my own self-esteem, about telling me to, give up on my dreams, and that's why do I keep falling off? What is the root cause? How do I get rid of that is the question. And look, I've tried everything. I've tried, if you're trying to get fit and trying to stay consistent to the gym, you can force yourself to go to the gym. You can force it, right? But I don't think that's the way to go. I've learned over the past 5 years of living that life of hustle and grind and working and, staying in monk mode and completely locked in my bedroom. And to that, I say, fuck you. I wish I didn't fall for that shit, because it is the worst trap that you can fall for. Because firstly, your brain needs time to reset. That's one thing I need to mention, especially for fellow artists, fellow entrepreneurs or synthesizers out there. You cannot force creativity. You cannot force creation. Creation must come to you. And for you to be able to do that and invite creation and ideas and inspiration effortlessly into your life, you need to relax. So I'll be talking more about that in the future on this channel. So if that's interesting to you, subscribe. Now, the reason why we self-sabotage is because of our self-image. How do we change that self-image? Again, I've tried the forcing thing. I've tried the discipline thing. I've tried the monk mode, the isolation thing. Journaling has worked. I will tell you that much. Journaling is like a B tier. Okay, if we got S, A, B, C, D, journaling is like mid-A, mid-B tier. Okay, it absolutely works. If you journal and you truly believe in what you're saying and you reread your journals, it is very important, because words have power behind them. Like, you wouldn't believe the things that you say to yourself. Your subconscious actually thinks it's true. Oh shit. Sometimes you make fun of yourself. I do it too, unconsciously. Your mind is like, oh yeah, I am that person. It can't tell a joke, unfortunately. So words have words are very powerful. The most powerful thing that I've noticed, and I will make a recommendation for you. I've recommended 2 books for you. Becoming Supernatural and Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Those are 2 books I highly recommend on this topic if you want to enrich your knowledge even more, okay? What I've noticed is visualization. So visualizing the exact person you want to be, but also specifically feeling what it feels like to be that person today, right now, as you're visualizing it. So there are a few aspects there, right? Firstly, we must start to relax, and we need to, relax, essentially. That allows the mind to calm down and our imagination to open up. And that's what we need. We need our imagination. So what I do is I sit down, I relax, just normal breathing, mewing, all that good stuff. And once I'm relaxed enough, I will start to visualize the kind of person I want to be. For example, a entrepreneur, a YouTuber who loves what he does, an artist who takes pride and care of his work, who doesn't miss a day, who uploads every day, who loves what he does. That's the kind of image, that character that I will create in my mind through images. I will probably imagine him in a villa in Bali, in a beautiful studio that's beautifully designed with the studio lights and everything working, whether it's first person or third person, doesn't really matter, working on my laptop with a big smile. And then I will start to feel exactly what it feels like to be that version of Thailand right now in my meditations. So sometimes I'll have feelings of freedom or excitement or happiness. Sometimes I can't help but smile as I'm visualizing. And all I do is intensify that. I smile even more. I feel even more happy. I feel even more excited. Sometimes you fucking cry, man. Sometimes literally you become so happy through visualization, your brain can't tell the difference. You begin to cry. And I need you to intensify that. Cry, bro. Cry. Use that fucking visualization. Because what will happen, you might think this is woo-woo and stuff like that. If that's the case, you can leave right now. But what will happen is, again, as I've mentioned, your brain can't tell the difference between what's imagined and what's real. And because what you're imagining is so strong emotionally, you begin to feel that now, and your mood changes, and your behaviors changes, and your attitude changes, and the mind changes. It stops printing the same thoughts, same negative thoughts. Now, what will happen after you do this meditation is after a few hours, it will fade away slowly. So what you'll do is meditate again, and you'll do the visualization again every time it fades away to bring it back. And living in that high frequency state, in the state of your future desired self every single day, today is the number one key I found to turn anything that you want to do, which seems hard. If you want to become a certain person, you want to be the lean, aesthetic version of yourself, you want to be healthy, you want to be the version of yourself that excels at his career, at his industry, in his job. He is the number one performer in his job, and he gets pay rises every day. If you want to be the type of person that's able to start an entrepreneurship journey, start a business, or you want to be the person that's socially charismatic and magnetic and confident, it doesn't matter. You need to make that version of yourself clear and start to feel that today. Now, when you first start, you might begin to struggle. It might be a bit hard. So if you need help with this, if you need help with completely transforming your identity, I do help guys on a one-to-one basis. If you're interested, you can just check it out on the top link in the description, or if you want, you can join the school community. Totally up to you. But this is literally like what guys pay me for, and I'm just giving it to you for completely for free. You don't even have to pay me. Just do as I say. Do the visualizations, meditations. Of course, you need to do this consistently. You need to, keep yourself accountable. You do need to be a bit disciplined with this. But over time, I mean, look, guys, I've been doing this for 20 days. Okay, it is the 21st of February. I'm recording this video. This video isn't probably going to get uploaded around until like the 10th of March. Again, this is the 21st of February. So I've already recorded 20 or like 10 videos all up front, all scheduled, ready to go. And I've done it not through need, not through rushing. I've done it because I've genuinely had all these ideas constantly pour in, and it's so easy for me to record. Now, yeah, you might think, well, he has 5 years of experience. Yes, I do. But again, if you remember, I've been failing for 5 years. I've been constantly struggling in front of the camera for 5 years. I've had to constantly stop the video halfway because my mind just goes blank, or I self-sabotage. And I think to myself, nah, this video is fucking shit. No one's going to watch it. So, I mean, and now I've made this shift, and it's only been 20 days. 20 days of meditation. Well, 22 days. And I feel incredible. This is literally the cheat code to life. Life is a big game, okay? And like any other game, you must create your character. And that's exactly how life works. That's what I found over 5 years of struggling. Again, I started YouTube not only 5 years ago, but also self-improvement 5 years ago. So it's all this like, going through monk mode and struggling and feeling depressed and, jacking off 10 times a day and feeling guilt. Like that was me before self-improvement. I was I was addicted to video games for 20 years of my life. And the only way I quit video games is one day I woke up and I felt, yep, this is beneath me, and I sold my PC. Like it was literally that easy because I changed my identity, guys. I became that person who feels as if video games and wasting time and watching bullshit short form content and brain rot shit is beneath me. And I truly believe that shit is beneath me. And guess what? I don't have any desire to do it. And now it's natural for me to sit down and do hard work. It's natural for me to read. I've been reading for the past 5 days consistently. It's natural for me to meditate. It's natural for me to look after my health. Guys, I don't feel resistance toward these. Like, you've got to understand. A lot of people will say discipline, motivation, discipline, discipline. You don't need discipline when you already become that person. Again, let's go back to the ideal of the guy who just finds it so easy to go to the gym. It's his identity. He couldn't think of not going to the gym. Skipping the gym makes him feel afraid. That's who he is. Does that make sense? So you need to become that person. Again, I can help you one-to-one if you're interested, or join our school community. It's obviously a bit cheaper and you get to do it on your own time, but it's not information you need, it's implementation, and I can help you implement that and give you that confidence. Anyhow, that's only if you're interested. Otherwise, I'm always recording videos for free and I'm giving you exactly my steps. Like I said, I've been meditating for 22 days and this is something I wouldn't take back. So anytime you've been going through ruts, you're having this just wall, this thing that you can't walk past, that you can't go through, remember that it's all a self-image issue and a self-identity issue. It's not motivation, it's not discipline. You don't become disciplined. You don't try to become disciplined, excuse me. You either are disciplined or you're not disciplined. That's it. So the people who don't struggle with discipline, that's in their identity. The people who don't struggle with talking to women, that's in their identity. They don't care. They're genuinely confident. That's the identity. That's the character that they have created. Okay, something I like to say before the end of the video is, like, life, sometimes it seems rigged, doesn't it? Sometimes reality is against you. Everything is going the wrong way. Again, you might relate to the fact that I've been failing and trying to make YouTube work for 5 fucking years, dude. You gotta understand, 5 years of constant failure, and questioning myself. Life is a game. As soon as I changed my identity and I created a new dream character, I felt as if this is my favorite thing to do now. I don't struggle. Even though I might not have the physical results, I feel like I already have the mental results. And that's why I show up every single day in front of the camera, excited, confident, sure of what I'm saying, able to go into the flow, and I don't need to do crazy cuts and I don't need to do, zooms and everything, because I genuinely believe in the value of what I'm telling you guys. And I haven't given up. I've missed 2 videos because I thought I had a video scheduled and I apparently I didn't. But apart from that, I've been uploading every single day since the start of the year, and I don't plan on stopping because it's easy for me to record. Like today, I wasn't even supposed to be working. I literally just changed my setup and I'm like, you know what? Let's open this real quick. I think it's nighttime. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, boys, fucking yeah. So I just redid my setup. That's why. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just got an idea. Let me quickly record a video for the boys. I'm feeling good. I'm sweaty as fuck. It's so hot right now. It's like 26 degrees here in Australia. But boys, it's all a self-image issue. I cannot repeat that enough. Everything that you don't need to struggle. Doing good things doesn't need to be hard. It could feel easy for you only if it becomes your self-identity, okay? So just do what I told you to do. Do those visualizations, those meditations. Of course, you do need to start acting as well and taking action. But after you do the visualization, the taking action part does become slightly easier. To make it super easy, you need to stay consistent. 10 days, 15 days, honestly, I felt it in 8 days, okay? 8 days, and it was like, holy shit, I'm floating. This is super cool for me. So I'm constantly working on myself. Of course, I'm still meditating every day, and you will see that in the energy that I peer through on the videos, in my creativity, in my inspiration. Guys, I'm telling you, the relaxed and like it's all, before I end the video, it's all about relaxing. It's all about relaxing and just playing the game the way you want to play it. Life is a big game and it's not serious at all. It's actually a big fucking joke, because sometimes things seem rigged. You know why it's a joke? Because it could be raining outside right now. There could be some person out there saying, holy fuck, why is it raining? I hate the rain. And here I am, I'm chilling and I'm like, this weather is awesome. It's fucking, I love it. That's why life is a joke, because everything is true and everything is false at the same time. It just depends on what you believe. So believe what you want to believe. Believe what serves you guys, okay? I've been journaling for 7 years and I've been doing identity work on my journal for 7 years as well. This is 7 years of accumulation. I've got all my journals just down there. I'll pull them. Yeah, I might do a journal read through later, but if you want to see that, let me know. But boys, this is it. That's it. That's all I'm going to leave you with. Life is big one fucking video game. Choose the character you want to become and play as that character. Let's fucking go.